So here we go then, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Game Day, and we're back at Portman Road. Finally, it feels like it's been a while. We've had international break, we've had 2 away trips to Sheffield Wednesday and Southampton, which of course ended in 1-0 Town wins, so the Blues keep thriving in the second tier. And today Blackburn Rovers are the visitors, who have had a mixed bag start to their campaign, but I don't underestimate them. The players of Blackburn are behind me, just checking out the Portman Road pitch in the sunshine, and it's looking beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, looking nice and green. Should be a good game of football today. I predicted a 3-1 Town win, that's what I think, but it won't be easy. We shall see what happens. Let's get right into it. Hope you enjoy it as ever. I'm going to bring you my media scran rating. I'm going to bring you a special guest interview with the food banks, Ipswich Town fans supporting food banks, and also, of course, the Carry Army sharing their thoughts on all things town and their thoughts on the result. So let's get right up there. Let's see what we've got. Let's do this. Okay then, we're now in the media room and the media scran has arrived, and we have a nice chicken curry, which is a solid lunchtime treat, and to fill us up, ready for the game. Bit of rice, bit of chicken, and is this a naan bread? I think it's naan bread. I'm very bad with my breads, but anyway, let's eat this and let's see if it gets a rating out of 10. Let's see. Okay then, media scran in the belly, and I had to be joined by a special guest, and that is AJ. The Young Guns here to rate media scran. That's in your belly as well. The food is in both our bellies. I'll let you start with your rating. What do you reckon?
Really nice, had a bit of a kick to it. I'm not usually massively keen on kind of curries which have like a really strong kick.
Yeah.
Don't know really how I'd rank that on like a spice level, but it was nice.
It wasn't
terrible.
Terrible, but it wasn't that
nice
hot either. It was a nice kick, as you said.
Yeah, and it's difficult where I've been going between a 7 and an 8. Just big portions, and I'll go for an 8. 7 this time, and you know what? When we get a nice big one, you missed out with the Southampton one in midweek.
Yeah, I'm still annoyed by that, but
then you're getting the high numbers.
Okay then, I'm going to give it a 7 as well. I think it was solid. I said I was saying when I showed the viewers what it was, I went, I don't know what bread this is. I'm not really a bread man. It's a naan bread, isn't it? It's naan bread. I should know that. I love my curries, but I just was looking at it. I was like, it could be called something else. But anyway, that is it. We've got a nice little hot chocolate to finish off the curry. I've got a hot chocolate to finish it off. Just give me some sweet. And we're going to go outside and talk about more food for a good scheme. So let's go and chat with them boys. Okay then, outside the ground now. Media scran rating done and dusted on how Charlie, great to be joined by you, my friend. Looking very good. This is, by the way, this is one of my favourite away kits. Yeah. I lived in this shirt growing up. I love seeing it right now. But anyway,
you can't have it. It's mine.
Damn it! I was going to say, after this, can I have it? But we're here today. You're part of a very good scheme. What are we talking about today?
So yeah, we're here from Ipswich Town fans supporting food banks. We're an independent fans-led group trying to tackle food poverty in Ipswich and surrounding areas. Our premise is hunger doesn't wear club colours, meaning that it doesn't wear creed, colour, race. Everyone experiences hunger to some degree, and everyone can fall into the trap of poverty. So all we're doing as fans of the club, coming together, galvanising the community around something that's good, because the football club is the hub of the community. You know, it's somewhere where we all come on a Saturday or a Tuesday and enjoy the sport. So to harness that energy, and the generosity of fans is fantastic. And since we started in January, we've raised just over £4,500. That's over about 6 or 7 collections, and it only grows every month. So yeah, we're here monthly. If anybody's got any non-perishable foods, long life foods, come and have a chat with us. Come and drop it off here or in the fan zone. And yeah, we'd be more than welcome to it.
Brilliant. Where can we find you then? I know you're all on the socials. Of course, we're here just outside the Boy Robson statue. There's one in the fan zone, as you mentioned, once a month at Portman Road. But where can we find you, and maybe even donate, not even when you're actually at a ground? Yeah,
so we're on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. It's all ITFC FSF. You'll probably see some of our partner podcasts, etc., like yourselves, retweeting us. You can find us on there, or here on in the fan zone.
Nice one. And if you've got anything in the cupboards, like something hidden away that you don't eat and it's still good to eat, definitely donate. I've probably got a few stuff that I'm like, I bought it and I was like, do I actually really want to eat this? I know there's some beans. I got some curry beans and I had them once and I didn't like them. I think I've still got 3 left. So next time I have to bring it down.
Someone will enjoy it. Someone's going to enjoy it.
Definitely. Well, Charlie, it's been a pleasure. I wasn't going to do this. I'm going to put you on the spot though. Prediction for today.
I think we're going to go for a nice 2-0. I think we had a lot of 1-0s recently. We need a nice clean sheet, at least 2-0.
Nice one, my friend. Well, team news is going to drop soon, so let's see who's starting. Let's go. Thanks, Charlie.
Cheers.
Okay, then team news has just dropped, and there's 3 changes. Leif Davis makes his return. Good to see good old Leif starting. He comes in, of course, for Brandon Williams. Massimo Longo comes in for Jack Taylor. And of course, Massimo and Samuel's partnership is just fantastic, isn't it? And Nathan Broadhead comes back in for Amari Hutchison, of course, who scored his first senior goal on Tuesday nights against Southampton. Should be a good game. We've just got hit by a ball, so I think it's time to move, and let's get to my pitch side view, get some snappy snaps. Let's do this. Okay, then it's my pitch side view time. The atmosphere is building here at Portman Road. Let's get right to it. Let's get some snappy snaps. Let's do this. Well, that escalated quickly. Ipswich Town 3, Blackburn Rovers 1, half time. And what a first half of football. Harry Clark, he's one of our own, opening and scoring for Town. Then Blackburn equalised shortly after that, Sigerson making it 1-1. But then Nathan Broadhead does what he does best. Great finish, make it 2-1. And then George Hurst against his former loan club makes it 3-1. He celebrated right in front of their fans. I don't think they're happy about it, but George Hurst enjoyed that one. And yeah, just Town being clinical. Just fast-paced game. I couldn't keep up. I was taking my snappy snaps and I couldn't. I was taking photos. It was a first half to remember. Let's see what the second half brings us. Let's do this. So full time here at Portman Road, and wow, what a game! It's ended 4-3. What a second half. Here at Bloomers, first of all, mate. Where do we start? We won again. Joint second or joint top? The second.
Joint top, my friend.
I'm sorry, I don't know where I'm going with that. But yeah, what a game, my friend.
I know. I said 3 weeks ago I can't do much more with this. Looks like I'm going to have to. It's bizarre, isn't it? I mean, you look at our home performances and the goals conceded, and then you look at the away performances where we had 3-1 0 wins. It's bizarre. It really, really is. But I mean, first of all, positives. Like every time we go forward, we've got such a cutting edge, and it's so. Like, we didn't think we were going to see as much of a cutting edge coming up to the Championship because these are, in theory, better defences. And in reality, we've not had a forward join apart from Omari and, I guess, Dane Scarlett, who's only featured a little bit. These same band of players have come in and they're just scoring goals regularly. And I mean, I think we've scored in every game this season. Like, it's brilliant. Yeah, so that's fantastic. And I mean, Massimo, Christ.
He got playing a match, didn't he?
He
scored the winner in the end.
Morsey's Morsey, but Massimo is Morsey if you feed a load of Vegemite into him. Like, he's unbelievable. He's just a warrior. Like that one, about 10 minutes from the end, where I think he was on the floor, got up, made 2 more tackles, and passed it off. It's just like that makes the blood rush downstairs. That does when you see things like that. He was fantastic. That's PG. That's fine. Everyone worked their nuts off again. Like it's just they don't know when they're beaten, and like that will get you out of holes. And we are putting ourselves in holes at home. He's got to say, like the game management doesn't really seem to be there again, and I think we'd be a lot more critical of it if we didn't end up winning. But like I say, you back yourself, or they back themselves, and we back them to get themselves out of situations because they just find a way to win. And at the end of the day, whether we finish 12th or second, like it's going to have points on the board by doing that, and that's just such a good quality to have.
Yeah. Where were you at when it went 3-3? Because I was thinking, 3-1 up, cruising really. They get a goal back, and you think, okay, and then they score again. It's like 3-3. Oh,
well, it's that game management thing again. It seems to be so. I don't understand how we can seem to be so organised and so solid away from home, and yet at home we've had 2 sort of, you'd say, average to middling Championship teams come here in Cardiff and Blackburn, and both of them have cut us to ribbons, and that is worrying. Like, we're not going to score 4 goals every. Well, we might do. I have no idea anymore. We might not score 4 goals every game anymore, but it is a bit. That's Liam from Crewe. That's Liam from
Crewe there. He enjoyed it.
Yes. Up at Town. One of the best games I've ever seen. Oh, there we go.
Come on, mate. Go in. He's coming in. Go on, Mark.
What did you say?
Thoughts on that one?
47 years, man and boy. I've supported Ipswich Town. One of the best games I've ever seen. I mean, birthday weekend with my missus, who was a bit shy over there on the phone. I'm from West Brom. Live in Lincolnshire. Supported Ipswich Town since November 1976 when we beat them 7-0. Went to school Monday morning. Told all my mates I'm West Brom fan. Sorry, an Ipswich Town fan. Got a bit of a kick in. Stuck with them ever since.
Days like today.
I'll tell you what, it was my birthday last Friday. I went to see Deacon Blue, my favourite ever band, on Thursday night, cracking gig, and then this. What a week, what a game. Thank you.
No.
I love your channel.
Well,
bless you.
Love
Bless
that.
you, thank
Love
you.
that. You're welcome. You're welcome. There you go.
I'm not going to speak too much more because he's just stole my thunder, and quite rightly so.
Yes.
What were we saying? Game management. Game management's not been a lot, but like again, we just have the belief to score these goals, and it's getting us afloat right now. And long may it keep going. Everyone's solid again. Okay, we got crowd in the back a few times because of Vass. Like, it's going to happen. I still love him.
Yep.
I love them all. Let's just end it there.
Let's enjoy it.
Up a turn.
Up next, we've got K-Dog all the way from Wales, and you've enjoyed another goal fest for free. Thoughts on that one?
My heart rate needs to calm down again.
Yeah.
They're taking years and years off my life at the moment, but I love it.
Yes.
Good performance, great. A game with 7 really good goals.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And I don't think I've seen a game where all 7 goals have been really good goals. It seemed to just start well. When you go 3-1 up at home, you think, we're cruising. But I don't know what it was. Come out the second half, they a bit more impetus than we did. They got back into it, and all of a sudden they looked more like they would score again. But managed to get an extra one. What a difference Amari Hutchinson makes on the pitch. Just raw talent and pace and skill, and I really like that right hand side of him and Brandon Williams. They played really well together. Another nervy thing. We felt like we were going to blow it, and maybe 12 months ago.
Do you know what? Actually, I think this team, even though they blew out a 3-1 lead, even though when it went 3-3, I thought we still got this. I still felt like we could potentially still go on and win this.
It never felt like we were out of it. Yeah. It did feel like we were going to go and score, but then it did also feel like, if we go and score, they're going to go and score again. Someone put in the group or put money on 5-3 because it felt like that sort of game. Because a 3-1 at half time, I said, I felt like we had enough to see it out. I thought we were going to get on top of this, see it out, win it. But I felt there was still goals in it for both sides because it was quite an open game, quite a good, very open game. As we're starting to get a lot more of these as sides come and play against us, but play against us at a higher level than we're used to. So whereas back in League One, side come and play football against us, we'd rip them to shreds, we would dominate them, but in 4-5-6-0. Now, teams that are going to come and play against us are going to put 2-3 goals past us.
I think the bonus though is the last 2 games we've had clean sheets.
Yeah.
Okay, we conceded 3 today. We conceded a lot actually at Portman Road so far. It's actually away from home we're keeping clean sheets.
Yeah,
It
seems to be a bit strange. Usually, you're better at home, aren't you? Yeah. It feels a bit like the good old Joe Royal days.
It does.
Of the mantra was we're going to win by scoring more than you.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I don't mind that. We're going to be I think it's going to be another high scoring season. But you can't concede 3 goals against good teams every week and expect to do well.
That happened with Leeds, didn't it?
Yeah.
They scored more than us that day.
That's how it works in football, Ross.
Yeah.
But no, you let a team like Leeds score 4 goals, you're not going to get anything from the game. Blackburn have finished 7th and 8th in the last 2 seasons. They are an established, good championship side. You can't let them score 3 goals and expect to come away with a. We've done very well today to get a win. I'd taken a point against them the day before we started.
At home? A point at home?
Well, it's a good point. They're a good side, but especially when it was 3-0, I thought I'd just get out of this with a point. I say you can't let teams like that. They're going to be teams like the likes of Preston. Leicester, we've got to come up against.
Leicester are top now, aren't they? We're second. We're joint top with goal difference.
Joint top. But Leicester, the likes of Leicester, Preston. The teams at the top half of the league.
I don't know, mate.
I'm looking at the table. But these good established championship sides that have been in this league for the last 4 or 5 years while we've been down the doldrums, you can't keep conceding lots of goals against them and expect to win. But it seems to be working as long as we keep grinding out results. It's good for the team. It's good for morale. That's going to feel great from going in the dressing room. If we'd have cruised to a 4-1 win, it would have felt great, of course. Yeah. But for them to, we were 3-1 up. Yeah, we've conceded 2 goals, but we've still gone out and got a result. It's going to feel great. And I think it was a really good game. Massimo Luongo. 80% of the earth is covered by water. The other 20% is Massimo Luongo.
Yes.
What an immense play and what a great finish.
Yeah, it was. Good celebration as well.
Great celebration.
Cheers, Massimo, right in front of me. I was like,
Money shot that was.
Pretty much.
Yeah, right in front of me as well. What a great, just a fantastic goal. Special honourable mention for Harry Clark's first league goal.
Yeah.
absolute. We'll try and keep it PG, but an absolute full-backed piss missile.
Yeah.
Absolute proper rocket running onto it. Love that for him. And Broadhead just felt like a traction engine.
Yeah.
So to coin a phrase from Bainesy. Just as a Welshman, love to see it. Chest, control, bottom corner. Thank you very much. I'd say it was a game. Their goals were pretty decent as well. I think it was a game of 7 good goals. I'm sort of waffling here. So.
That's right. Anyway, K-Dog, journey home safe, and yeah, thanks.
Cheers.
Next up is George. Let's go. Okay then, I said I'm going to be joined by George Mann, but also joined by good old Matty Macon. Always a pleasure, boys. Who wants to start? George, come on.
I'm shaking. I'm shaking still. I'm still stressful. My heart's still going. Oh my god! Can we stop doing that, please? Can we just have a game where we finish like 2-0?
We do it away from home. We're fine, but at home at the moment, we're just
No, we can't. I thought Cardiff was bad, but oh my god! I didn't know how to compose myself. I think maybe Matt needs to go first.
Yeah. Got it, Matty Macon.
Well, I mean, it was a great game for the neutral, really. It wasn't not for me. Like I said, I already did park run this morning. I've already elevated my heart rate today. I didn't need to do it this afternoon as well. But I mean, there is so much to talk about because we scored some good goals. We've conceded some really sloppy goals. Massimo Luongo. I've got to mention Massimo Luongo. Man of the match, easily. I was calling that even before it was announced in the ground. Not even just for the goal. And it's a great goal he scored as well. But honestly, in midfield, him and Morsey in midfield, but particularly just he was getting the tackles in. He was just dictating play. He was playing balls forward. Honestly, I'll probably say it's about as close to a 10 out of 10 performance you're going to get from a Town player this season, really. It was just fantastic. But I think overall, we were good for the win overall. You know, we let them back in. The first 2 goals we conceded were sloppy. The third one, it's Monix. He's taken that quite well. Yeah. But, I didn't think, even at 3-3, I thought, we'll probably still go on and win this, And the subs, I think we got the subs right. Hutchinson, when he came on as well, I thought Hutchinson was really good. I mean, Wes Burns going to be looking over his shoulder now, really. Hutchinson's had a great start and got a goal against Southampton in the week, and he's come on and he's really impressed on that right-hand side for the last sort of 20-30 minutes. There's a lot of positives to take away, but I'm with George. Good God, could we just see a game out comfortably? They've all been really entertaining games at home so far this season. That's great, but I don't think my stress levels can take it much more.
And having composed yourself, repping, thanks Matt Macon, store, buy, all the stuff. Okay, George, compose yourself.
Yeah, I'm composed.
What's your big talking point from today's game?
Well, we're getting value for money, aren't we? For goals, we're getting value for money, but we just need to see games out, really, don't we? The game management, I think, has been our biggest issue at home this season. But we are looking good. We can score goals.
Yes.
We can score goals, which is the main thing. But we just need to not stop being sloppy at the back. We're switching off at key moments. You can see today Blackburn wanted to go down our right-hand side. And when they did, they exploited us very well. But we look good. We do look good, but we just need to be awake at the back. And that's just like, I'm just going like, oh no, be awake. But I echo a lot of Matt's thoughts. I think we looked really good today. Even when we went 3-3, I did think we could get back into it, even though I was just going, for God's sake. But we got back into it. And I thought it was a really good performance. Matt, you want to go, don't you?
I think we saw the best. You say about getting exploited back. I think we saw the best and worst of Harry Clark inside that opening 10 minutes. Because for a right back, that's a great hit for the opening goal. But likewise, a few minutes later, he gets caught in 2 minds at the back there, and it almost lets Blackburn sort of walk it into the box for the equaliser. So again, I think he looked back to his best against Southampton in the week on Town TV, and he definitely looks fitter then. But it's tricky. You almost want to combine him and Donatian into one player because he's fantastic going forward, but defensively he's not great. Whereas Donatian won't give you a huge amount going forward, but one-on-one he's probably one of the best defenders in the league. It's an interesting conundrum there. And then that's before you even chuck in Brandon Williams, who I thought he looked solid when he came on. His positioning was really good. He shepherded a few balls out for goal kicks really that we could have quite easily considered a corner and put ourselves under pressure. So interesting headache to have there.
Yeah, I think McKenna will. He's got players and he's got players to come off the bench. George, final words, my friends, on a good afternoon here at Portman Road. Our hearts are out of that chest right now, but as you said, value for money.
Well, it's a good game for the neutral. It's a very good game for neutral, but we've got the 3 points. That's the main thing. We've got 3 points today, but we can see that we still need to work on a few things. I know Kieran McKenna said in his press conference, or his post-match things, or pre-match things, that the championship can be clinical. We need to be clinical. I think we got away with it today, but just get sorted at the back, and I think everything will be all sorted, and we'll just be rocking and rolling. Clean sheets at Portman Road is what we want to see really now. It's clean sheets and goals.
Nice one. Cheers, boys.
Can I put on one more thing? One more thing. Burgess's pass for Hurst's goal.
Oh.
If I see a better pass at Portman Road this season, I will be very,
Yeah.
very impressed. He has stepped up to the Championship really well, because a lot of people, myself included, were a little bit unsure about how he'd do. But so far, and he was heading things away. But that pass, somebody sent me a clip of it with a better view. Obviously, I was sitting in the church, so I was looking facing onto it.
Yeah.
Somebody sent me a clip of the angle from behind, and honestly, the way he's clipped that forward for Hurst, all he's got to do is roll it past the keeper. That.
Chef's kiss. Jobster.
Yes, mate.
Always a pleasure. Happy belated birthday to yourself,
Thank
my
you very
friend.
much. And to Mr. Diaz as
And
well.
Diaz, Ben Diaz.
Ben Diaz.
Thoughts on that one?
Oh, just unbelievable. But look, before we dive into the game, come back off the international break. That's 3 wins, 9 points. I mean, I wouldn't have imagined that in a million years. You know, Wednesday, Southampton, 2 tough away games. Come back, you know, to Portman Road today, and then wow, what a performance we put on today. Loved it. Some great goals. Well, I won't complain about the defending, because Blackburn are, they can score goals. They're no mugs, to coin a phrase from a previous person. But yeah, that was all around great team performance today, and 20 years since we were last in the Premier League, and we've been put through the ringer, absolutely. And even at 3-3, people around me, we weren't worried. We weren't thinking this is it now. Ipswich are going to capitulate and fall down. We all knew that we had it within us to go on.
Even when they equalised to make it 1-1, you thought no one was going, oh no, here we go. But we made it 2-1, 3-1, and then boom.
Absolutely, yeah. This is a very different club.
Yeah.
Very, very different club now, and hats off to Game Changer, hats off to Mark Ashton, and to pull this manager, who from the complete unknowns to now this week being talked about by Gary Lineker and Alan Shearer. I mean, the plaudits this manager is.
Although we don't want that, do we? Really?
We don't. No, he's not very good.
He's fine.
He's fine,
Look, his team's conceded 3 goals today.
Yeah. He needs to work on that before he gets poached. No, I mean, we're loving it.
Yeah.
Look at the smiles on our faces. Look at the way the fans are leaving the ground today. I haven't seen this for 20 years, and I'm absolutely
I just love the togetherness. So at the end, once again, all the players, all the fans, just lapping it up. Even at Southampton on Tuesday night, just that connection is just it's been here now the last couple of years, because this team they win a lot, but you just feel at the end, don't you?
Oh, you do indeed. Yeah. I said to my son, he's behind the camera at the moment. 12,000-13,000 in Portman Road, and I just said I would just love to see the stadium full once again. Just short of 29,000 again today, and the stadium has won. I mean, it's just brilliant. I mean, lap it up, absolutely lap it up and enjoy it while we've got it at the moment, because it's brilliant. Love it.
This man hasn't been mentioned yet. I think Macon mentioned Cameron Burgess' ball to George Hurst's goal, but let's talk about George Hurst briefly, because he hasn't scored since the Sunderland game.
Yeah.
And he was at Blackburn, wasn't he? And he didn't play many games, but he wanted to probably prove a point, and of course he scores, and he goes and celebrates right in front of him.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, he led the line really well today. We won't talk about the ref. We'll keep the ref out of the conversation. But sometimes he didn't get the rub of the green. Sometimes he did get the rub of the green. And he was everywhere today. And he capped that off with that goal from Cameron Burgess putting it through. Good for him. Go and celebrate. Because he was, he didn't do as well as what probably Blackburn would have expected. But that's great for us. Absolutely great for us. And I love the fact that George Hurst sort of leads the line, and Dane Scarlett, an able replacement to come on and cause continue to cause issues for the Blackburn back line as well. So we have strength in depth. I know there's a lot of fans saying have Ipswich got the strength in depth? Will as the season progresses and maybe injuries mount up, we've got a fully fit team.
Leif Davis come back today?
Leif Davis is back. We know that Walton's waiting in the wings, and can we just have a shout out to Haladki today?
Yeah, have a great save. A couple saves.
3 or 4 fantastic saves today, and I mean Walton's not going to walk straight back into this team. You could see how the defence are very comfortable with Haladki behind him, and you'd say that there was a few hearts and mouths moments today with Hladky with the ball at his feet. He wasn't at all. You know, he knew what he was doing, and you know, and McKenna wants us to play out from the back. McKenna wants to draw those defenders on, and I think, you know, fans around me were very nervous in the beginning when Ipswich started to play like that. But now we've got it. You know, we know what's expected of us. We know what's expected of the goalie and Hladky. I mean, wow. You know, he is absolutely phenomenal at the moment, and you know, like I say, Walton's going to struggle to try and get that, you know, get that number one, well, not on one shirt, but to get that position back.
Definitely jumps up. Cheers, joining me. And finally, another, yeah.
What about the queue?
Best to last, mate. So, yeah, there's a massive queue of cars getting out of the ground. Yeah, Mike's back. Always a pleasure, my friends. Yeah, thoughts on that one?
Great, wasn't it?
It's really good.
That was just entertaining stuff. I don't understand why we conceded so many. And that referee was awful. It was awful for them in the first half, and then it was awful for us in the second half. It's just, at least it's consistent.
Yeah.
It's consistently awful. And I feel I don't know, I mean, I think they had 2 penalty shouts in the first half. I thought one of them was a definite penalty, to be honest. On the edge of the box where the keeper tripped him. He stuck his foot in and he just went straight over.
Yeah.
And he proper kicked his ankle away. It wasn't like he dived or anything, he took his legs away.
Yeah. I forgot about that already. Yeah. We saw 7 goals, and
it's like, oh my God, calamity. I'm thinking actually that Hladky is a bit on strings, isn't he, at the moment? Because Walton's back.
Yeah, so he's like, well, one little mistake.
One little mistake, and he's putting himself under a lot of pressure, and he's not playing the out from the back as well as he was against Southampton and then Sheffield Wednesday. He was confident on the ball, but here he was jittery and made a few mistakes.
But made some, cracking saves.
Cracking saves as well. Yeah, I didn't see him because we're down the other end.
I was at your end as well, but I saw a really good one. He really had to, save it.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, I think they're probably going to come away from this thing and how the hell have we lost that game?
Yeah.
But 3-1 is a good position, and 3-1 at half time.
Because I would never say we were comfortable, were we? But I never felt like we were going to lose today either.
I saw a stat about us being the fastest attack in the Championship, and we are explosive, aren't we?
4 minutes to go.
We make it look really easy as well.
We do.
Which makes opposition defences look stupid.
No one closed down Harry Clark's goal, did they? Really? They closed down Chapman's
I'm glad
chance.
they're taking. I mean, that was 2, wasn't it? Because Luongo had a whack from outside and it went in, and we should do that more often.
Broadhead as well was outside the box.
Yeah.
House was more in the box.
Why not have a crack?
Yeah.
I mean, the guys are all confident. They're sky high at the moment. It is literally Kevin Keegan football. We'll score more than you.
Yeah. Joe Royal back in the day.
Joe Royal football.
Yeah.
Anything else?
We've covered a lot on Game Day today, but people want to see Mike, don't they? So, any other talking points from you, mate?
Why did they want to see me?
They just do.
What's he been up to?
What have you been up to?
I don't know. I've been up to a lot, really.
No?
I've been working hard.
Yeah. You keeping this hair then?
I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it respectable now. I've got respectable clients to look after.
Yeah.
And trying to lose a bit of weight.
Looking good, isn't he? Looking good.
Because you can't get any likes on Bumble. looking fat.
But you must be enjoying it at the moment, though, Mike. With you and all of us have experienced the last 10 years, not good football, but under McKenna, and we mentioned, McKenna's getting mentioned now, best manager outside the Premier League, and this football is just, just enjoyable, isn't it?
I suppose we've got to enjoy it while it lasts, haven't we? Really, because he is a good manager. He knows his stuff, doesn't he? And he knows how to get best out of players. As a coach. Yeah, he improves players.
Do you think,
it's obvious, really. Any struggling team that up in the Premier League could quite easily take a gamble on him, and I think that,
hopefully it doesn't happen just
Hopefully
yet.
it doesn't happen, but
no.
the temptation's there, innit? Even though we've locked him down to a big contract now, that can be paid off by the Premier League teams and that. So I hope he stays. I hope he doesn't disappear.
Because it's at a point where we do start talking about that, because we are second in the league right now.
We're second in the league right now.
And that's going to continue, isn't it?
Well, we've got a tricky November and December.
Yeah.
That is going to be crunch time. Are we going to be waiting for the window to open? Are the American investors going to say, well, now's a chance?
Yeah.
Especially if we're still up there, to throw some money at it to get us over the line. We've been there before, haven't we?
We have.
So.
But everyone would have snapped someone's hands off for they're giving us this start to the season. 7 wins.
Oh God, any team would have. Oh, they'd love it, wouldn't they? It's incredible. I can't. It's like dreamland, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't believe we lost to Leeds and we've still scored 3 goals. It's just. Yeah.
But the championship for me is just crazy. Like Norwich, they lost 5-2 today. Come on, Town, yeah. Whee.
Yeah, they lost 6-2.
6-2, was it?
Yeah.
I missed that other goal.
I believe it was 6-2.
Wow. So just teams that just
strength in depth and everything else that we seem to have. I mean, we're playing as a team, and everybody that comes in to replace somebody else knows exactly what they're doing and how to do it.
Yeah.
And that's rare. That's rare. We haven't had that before in the past, and a lot of teams haven't got that. So they might be looking at us in envy. I mean, Norwich haven't got that. They've lost 2 key players, haven't they, in the last week or so, that look like they're going to be out for a while. And look at what's happening. 2 defeats now. All right, Leicester's a good team, innit?
They are a good team, yeah.
I mean, if anybody, I don't know how Hull City beat them 1-0. They must have scored, then just put everybody in the net.
Park the bus.
Yeah, park the bus.
Park the bus.
They did a bit of parking the bus. Yeah. We need to learn how to park the bus.
We do a little bit. Although, I think that's just in the championship.
It's not in his gameplay, is it?
No.
It's not his style.
No. But score more than the other team, get the win, and what a start. Just enjoy it, Mike. Let's just enjoy it. Everyone enjoy it. Just enjoy it.
I missed the Cardiff game, so I was at a wedding.
Yeah.
But apparently that's probably the game of the season. I don't know. This was pretty close.
This is very close, but I'm sure we're going to get more and more. Cup action next.
Yes.
Wolves, Premier League, Wolves. So a nice opportunity.
I'm looking forward to the penalties.
Ooh, penalties. Does it go straight to penalties in the League Cup, or do we do extra time?
I was looking forward to going to Molineux, but
no,
I was told that it's going to penalties.
It's Portman Road here. Games at Portman Road.
Not for the replay.
There's no replays anymore in League. It's not
it's
League Cup.
Are we talking? It's like a parrot in here, isn't he?
I think we should end it there. Yeah. Mike, thanks for joining me. Thanks everyone else for joining me on game day. You want to do that?
All at Huddersfield.
Yes, Huddersfield. We'll see you, Mike. Are you not here for Tuesday night?
Yeah, I'll be here Tuesday night as well.
You'll be here Tuesday night. I'll be there Tuesday night. See you then. Bye bye for now. Catch it, Mike. Ready?